Hello there, Tarot people. Marcus Facey here with the card of the day, and the card of the day is the Seven of Cups reversed. Check this card out. So let's look at this card the right way up so you can have a look at the imagery. So we've got all these crazy cups in the cloud here, and a figure, a dark silhouette of a figure looking at them as if he's in shock. What does this mean? And he's looking at all of these cups. Now the cups represent our feelings, our desires, this connection with our emotions. So it's also a connection with our subconscious and our imagination. And so here we've got this connection to our fantasy world, our dream world. We've got all these options of what we can do, of what we really want, of what I desire in my life, of what I've always dreamed for. Oh, there's spiritual awakening. Oh, there's a high level of fame. Oh, there's success, there's riches, there's wealth, and there's also fear, and there's also a secret little, you can see that little skull here underneath the success wreath, yeah, because something always has to be lost in order for something to be gained. This is a card of illusions. This is a card of our desires projecting upon the world what we want. It's a card of choices. It's a card where we're actually being forced to look at ourselves and go, hey, do I really want all of this? Is this all really important to me? When this card is upside down, it can mean different things. It means that you're moving out of some phase of being in the dream world where you're just fantasizing all the time, and it's time to come back down to reality. Either way, this is a great lesson. Let's come back down to reality. Let's be practical. Let's get our asses into gear. Let's do some action. Upside down, it could also mean that you're not really aware of the illusionary nature of what you are projecting into the world, of all of your fantasies and desires. And maybe it's time to get a reality check, and it's time to really sit back with yourself and ask yourself, hey, what is it that I'm really looking for? Sometimes that we have these ideas, I want to have lots and lots of money. But what we really want is financial security, or what we really want is security, or what we really want is just to feel safe in our lives and to feel abundant, And sometimes we project the what it is we exactly need or desire, and we forget the real deep needs that are behind them. What a great practice is to sit down and ask yourself, okay, what is it I want? Make yourself a list. Make 7 cups for yourself. What is it that I'm truly desiring in my life right now? And then take each one of them, or just take one at a time, and you ask yourself, so why do I want that? What is that all about? And then you'll get an answer, and you can write that down too. And then when you look at that answer and you go, and that means what exactly? And you ask yourself, what does that mean? And you go a little bit deeper, and then you go, so why am I writing this? And after you've done the what does that mean, why several times over and over again, you start to come into core stories of lack and core stories of deeper seated needs that we really do desire. And you might find they might be quite separate from, once we find the core stories, from the projections of what we might pretend that we wish for in our lives. And this is the illusions that we think, or we are conditioned to feel that we need, but maybe we don't necessarily need. Now, I got a little confession to make, and this is the illusion of this card today. The real card I drew for today was this. So there's lots of joy in the 10 of Cups for everybody today, lots of joy. But what I wanted, because we already had this card and I already made a video about this card, I wanted to draw one that I hadn't. So I asked, okay, so what do we need to really understand in order to find the completion of love and joy and pure satisfaction in our life? And what we really need to overcome is getting a little bit of clarity about the illusions that we project on our lives. How about that? Anyway, wish you all a great day, fantastic joy and love and freedom from illusions, and the ability to make choice and avoid procrastination and just living in our fantasy world. It can also be a time to, fantasize a little bit too. Fantasy isn't bad, but we have to have the reality check. Lots of love to you.